What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Kev over at the Geek Week with another epic episode of Notorious Reviews, and I actually mean it this time. This is an epic episode because today we're talking about the Continental. From the world of John Wick, we are dropped into the world of a young Winston Scott, who, if you don't remember, in the John Wick films was played perfectly by Ian McShane. Now, this show was through the roof amazing. We're just going to get right on into it. The first part of this, it does a very, very good job hooking you in right away with balanced dialogue and fight scenes. Definite John Wick vibe for sure. The acting is superb. Mel Gibson is gold as Cormac O'Connor. The story is fascinating. The visual effects in this are outstanding. Also, the fight choreography is just fucking nuts. There was one scene in the beginning with Winston's brother Frankie Scott when he's stealing a coin press from the Continental Hotel. The moves he drops on the bad guys in this scene were just so crisp and just very, very well done. For starters, we got Colin Waddell, who plays a young Winston Scott. That's a nice, surprising choice, carrying the torch previously carried by the great Ian McShane. I wish Frankie's story would have been carried over a little bit into the next part. I genuinely was starting to like his character, but I had to further the story by him dying. So it is what it is. Hope you see that guy again somewhere down the line. Part 2, Katie McGrath fucking killed it as the adjudicator. She was so creepy in this. Had you wanting to see what's under that mask she wears. So mysterious and so cold. We got Lou, played perfectly by Jessica Elaine. She's an absolute beast. Her fight choreography is probably the best in the entire show. Along with her brother Miles, played by Hubert Point de Jure, provides an amazing sibling dynamic throughout this entire 3-part event. Also, the mix of classical music and big hits throughout, just perfectly placed. Ray McKinnon, he's also a pleasant surprise addition as the senior sniper of our de facto group G. And what the fuck, Mel Gibson caved in a kid's head with a fucking 9-iron just to show Sharon what he's willing to do to keep him close. And Sharon was really so far up Cormac's ass, it's like he was in denial until he wasn't. That didn't even see what was happening right in front of him. Part 2 was definitely a filler episode meant to provide more character development than anything, and it paid off, leading to a much bigger finale with Part 3, which was a massive bloodbath. Leading into Part 3 now. War is here. Winston leads an entire, not an army, but about 6 people that you just don't want to fuck with on an assault against the Continental Hotel to take it from Cormac O'Connor. With the 70s hits playing in the background, it helps get you into the moment of everything that's happening in this episode. Winston is not that good in a fight though without a gun. Not that good. Can't really throw a punch well with efficiency. I can't really take a punch without getting knocked down and looking like he just had his bell rung. But Katie is one of our cops in this, and she's had a beef with the Scott boys, and that definitely had a huge payoff at the end, where I was even scratching my head like, no way. But there's a nice little reveal and a scene between Katie and Winston. Baba O'Reilly playing in the background during this entire massacre was perfect. I loved it. That was amazing. The multitude of connections between this series and the John Wick movie franchise are next level. Those alone are going to have you going, oh my God, this is great. We got our guy Sharon, played epically in the John Wick movies by the incredible late Lance Reddick, but is now played by the younger Ayumide Adegun in this beautifully done series. Now, he took the character of Sharon, who was just the concierge at the front desk of the hotel in John Wick, and added some serious depth to that character. It actually made you feel for him and want to see him push past Cormac's rule. I really hope that they decide to keep the Continental going after this wildly entertaining first season. I know it was just meant to be a special 3-part event, but if you haven't checked this out or any of the John Wick films, I highly recommend you do so, as it all provides non-stop action leveled out by perfect character interactions throughout, coupled with a script written by the gods. This was straight gold, which is why, guys, for the first time, I'm giving a 10 out of 10 on the Notorious scale to the Continental. It was that damn good. But that's all I got for this episode of Notorious Reviews. Remember, I'm Kevin over at the Geek Week, reminding you to go ahead and smash that like button, drop a comment down below, and subscribe for more notoriously reviewed content. Catch you on the flip side.